There's always something special about a car. One that makes it stand out from the rest. Something that just makes it, you know. Something truly, truly breathtaking. And I think we can all agree, without a doubt, the Corvette is just that car. It has everything that gives it the hit factor. It's something that everybody loves to see, but nobody loves to see at the same time. It's the car that you see all the time, that you also don't see all the time. And sure, yeah, it may have some things people don't like, but all in all, man, this thing's just legendary. Thing's got a speed of 7.9, a handling of 8.2, acceleration of 7, launch of 8.6, and braking of 8.9. S1, baby, out of S2. Alright? This is like almost the best. Alright? This is second to, it's the best we got. And yeah, that means something. There are quite a bit of options that you can see, but I mean, it's really just, oh, boom, head scoop, and then, oh, cool, up, head scoop, up, head scoop. So, I mean, all in all, the colors are nice in of itself, and honestly, I think this is the widest variety I have seen from a car, all the cars that I've done so far. So, big ups to you guys. Big ups to Chevy for, giving people what they want. And then also there's this, but, this probably doesn't, I don't think people can really get this design. I am not too sure. But, man, quite a bit of options. Quite a bit of options. There's also quite a bit of trims from the car, too. But, I need to be doing quite a bit of driving and take this baby out for a spin. There's definitely that feel that you have something really, really special. And I mean really, really special. This thing, it just lives and screams history, It really does. And for decades of refinement and decades of learning and experience, it truly has become one of the best at what it does. I truly believe that. And I also like that it has a target top. I mean, what cars are you really seeing these days have such thing? So, big ups to Chevy once again, for having that nice and having that little nice option in there. This is by far the best handling car I've used so far. I mean, the best. It is very, very, forgiving, and it just knows how to recover well, too. This thing is just, it's amazing, dude. Really. Mentioning again on the many trims of this car, I'm telling you, when there are a ton of trims, there are a ton of trims. I don't know if that's just the GM thing, but, man, it has a lot. Oh, you want to know what those are? Here. Yeah, I know, right? That's a lot of trims. But man, hey, you can't lie. There's a lot of options to choose from. Some people just want a vet. Some people want the best vet they can get. And some people just want something in between. And you know what? They fulfill all those needs. Oh, look, a C6. That's a whole different car. I think there's a certain charm to this car, especially since its successor has kind of just taken on a more supercar personality. Having an in-between car brings up a lot of conversation, and I think it's just something cool as well. Muscle cars are awesome and stuff, and that's, and you could say the base model of this car would be more so that. But it's once you get into the higher trims, when it starts delivering out more performance, it costs more money, It's like you get a completely different car from the base model, in a way. Same thing, similar things, but like, you just get a different Corvette, you know? You couldn't drive a base and drive a ZR01, oh, not ZR1, ZR1, and say, you know what, yeah, that's the same. No, there's gonna be differences. You're gonna realize those differences, too. But I think it's just great. I love the in-betweenness of it. Oh, when people were like, oh, it is a supercar. Oh, it isn't a supercar. Here's why. It keeps the thing relevant. Was this done on purpose? Maybe, maybe not. But it was a good move either way. Let's hear the pops and bangs on this thing. It is not afraid to do the thing. It will bang. I don't really know the respect level on this car. I don't know how many people really truly appreciate this car, and I don't know how many people just think it's something overhyped. It happens to a lot of cars. And in some situations, you kind of just, I mean, overhyped, maybe a little, but, I mean, it's not like it's just absolutely nothing, and it's just way worse than people claim, or anything that they say is a complete overstatement. This car delivers, man. It really does. Oh, buddy. Don't worry. I'll let you think that. I mean, just take this thing across some back roads, and I'm sure you're just gonna have a blast, dude. Almost certain. Almost certain. Just make sure you're like over 25 when you buy this car, because this specific trim, yeah, your insurance is gonna, it's gonna look. They're gonna go up there, and the person's gonna look at you, look right back at you, and they're gonna be like, now listen. I think you could do a little, you could do a little less than that. You'll shock anybody. Then again, though, I doubt there's like even more than 1,000 teenagers with the Z06. Heck, probably dare I say even more, it's probably less than 500. I doubt there are that many kids. I don't want to doubt that there are any kids, but I just doubt that there are a lot of kids with this trim level car. Now, kids with Corvettes, that is definitely a thing. I'm letting you guys know right now. There are definitely like teenagers, 16, 17-year-old kids with Corvettes. That is a thing, and I see it. Not as much, but I have seen it. But the Z06, nah. It's just a different beast. One thing you may do with this car is attract a bunch of old heads. A bunch of old heads are more on their classic stuff, you know, as the next generation will be on their classic stuff. As this will be a classic to us in like 30 years. So, but Corvette has just had so much history that you'll probably surprise any old person. You're driving by them, they'll most likely give you the thumbs up. I mean, this thing just eats the road. He just eats it. It's like it wants to marry it or something. I mean, I can just appreciate a good car, and honestly, I think this is just a good car. I can really appreciate a good car. It does what it does really, really well. And I don't think it's all about, like, being the best. And, oh my gosh. That would not have been good. And I'm not saying this car is, like, not trying to be the best. I think it's probably the best in some things. I think the ZR1 is like a track demon. Like, the thing is just... It eats Nürburgring laps for breakfast, dog. But... I mean, let's say like a base model. You know, somebody wants to rock a base model. You know, it's just not about having the fastest car. It's just about having something extremely enjoyable. And I truly do feel people should appreciate that. Many in the car community don't, you know. It's always, oh, I want to be the fastest, so I want to have the highest trim. It's like, you know, do what you want. It's you know, do what you want. There's nothing wrong with that. But also appreciate, you know, cars for what they are. And respect people's decisions, because... You know, it's their reasonings is different from yours. Also, peep the Eurolights. If you guys didn't know, I mean, even if you want to just go on like lower speeds, I feel like this car, you'll just have so much fun with it. Even using it in this game, it's just like, wow, this thing just loves the road. It wants everything to do with the streets, no matter what condition. Always want it, always desire it. And sure, its price tag is very hefty. Especially a lot of people think, you know, hey, it's just a Corvette. But, you know, that's the thing. It's just a Corvette. There's very few compromises with a car like this and the purpose it serves. Many, many things I can say about it that are good, though. But I think one thing in of itself best describes this car. Unbelievable.